Hi guys, it is Sloth here and welcome to another video. Today we're just kind of doing a video that I feel like would be kind of helpful to do. So I'm just doing a list of my 5 favorite NASCAR drivers, any series, and my 5 least favorite NASCAR drivers of any series. This should be good. Okay, so my 5th favorite NASCAR driver is Matt DiBenedetto. Why is that A capital? Matt DiBenedetto. Wait a minute. We just need to do something. Matt DiBenedetto. Okay, good. Now back to the main. Matt DiBenedetto. Okay. He is my 5th favorite NASCAR driver. Now time for number 4. This one is Tyler, that's how you spell it, right? Reddick. So, I just like Tyler Reddick. I don't really know why, but he's doing so good as a rookie. Like, I didn't like him in the Xfinity series. When he came to Cup, he started doing really good, and I'm like, man, I should like this guy. So I will slot him in 4th. Now 3rd is, which I hinted in my most recent video, William Byron. So William Byron I started liking at the very end of last year. And then he's just been, like, I like him because he's Chase's teammate. So, yeah. So, now I think before we get to 2nd place is probably going to be the one that we really want to know because everyone knows who 1st is. It's Chase. I'm just going to say that right now. So, why don't we do some honorable mentions? Okay, so I'm gonna do 2 honorable mentions. One of them is definitely Timmy Hill. I just like Timmy Hill because of the Pro Invitational races. I don't really have any other reasons than that. Another honorable mention, I'm just like staring over here at my diecast to see if I missed someone important. Let's see. Any other honorable mentions? I'm going to say Justin Allgaier is another honorable mention. Because this is including all series, so I can put Justin Allgaier. I think I spelled that right. We're not going to do another Google segment. Okay, so my 2nd favorite NASCAR driver is, by far, this could be figured out in the Sloth Cup Series, Harrison Burton. I started liking Harrison Burton once he came into... What just happened to this thing? Oh no. Well, we go back, and Harrison Burton, so what do we do? So we go back like that? I know nothing about Google Docs. Okay, well, Harrison Burton, what did we do? William Byron. Harrison Burton, William Byron, Tyler Reddick, and Matt DiBenedetto. Okay. And also, who's another honorable mention I put? Yeah, Timmy Hill. Okay, I'm not quite sure what just happened. Sorry for the slight thing. Yep, so then basically the obvious favorite is Chase Elliott. I like Chase because, like, the first NASCAR race, I watched the 2015 Daytona 500, and I watched the 2017 Daytona 500, and I picked Chase because I liked his paint scheme. And later that year, I figured out that there were actually NASCAR drivers or NASCAR races every week. So I started doing those, I started watching them, and I remembered that I liked Chase in the 500, and so I decided to cheer for him on all the other ones. And this is, like, very small me. And then, like, I just started cheering for him. And then, like, a year later, he got his first win. I was really pumped. And I think after his first win was the time when I really became, like, a big Chase fan. It's also really the time when I like drivers that weren't Chase. Yeah, I don't know. So, now let's get to the worst ones. Okay, so now for the farther down end of the scale. My 5th least favorite driver is Eric. Yeah, that's how you spell it. Almirola. Okay. So, I don't have any major problems with Eric Almirola, but he just annoys me a little bit in the way that he came from a Richard Petty Motorsports ride to Stewart-Haas Racing that did absolutely nothing in, like, pretty much their best season. And then he got one win at a plate track where his car didn't even matter. He could have been in a Richard Petty Motorsports car. And since then, he's just been kind of in the way. He's had, like, 2 good runs every season. And every other one, he's in, like, 15th. So he just annoys me. I feel like that's clear. So now, probably my 4th least favorite driver. I'm just kind of trying to organize a list in my head. Let's see. It's probably going to be Kyle Busch. Again, I don't have any problems with Kyle Busch. But there's the one time at Darlington where he wrecked Chase. And he just loses his temper and does silly things. He's just a little bit of a annoying person. So, yeah. So that's all I have to say, really, about Kyle Busch. Again, these two don't really seriously annoy me. Now, Denny Hamlin. I do have problems with Denny Hamlin. One, he's just a little bit annoying in the same way that Almirola and Kyle Busch are. But the one other big problem that I have with him is, the time that he wrecked Chase at Martinsville in 2017. Still haven't forgave him for that. And then the one time when he caused that wreck at Phoenix in 2018 that took Chase's fairly good chance at making the championship 4. He got Chase caught up in that wreck, and and he's just kind of a clown in general. Not as much of a clown as second place, but he's pretty much a clown. Okay, so now, just so I can be in order, I'm going to have 2 honorable mentions. So the first one is definitely Noah Gragson. And Noah Gragson, like I used to like as early or as recent as the 2020 Racing Experience 300, whatever the heck they called it. I like Noah Gragson, but he's just, as I've started, this year's the first year that I've really been really interested in the Xfinity series. So my biggest problem with Noah Gragson is that he's just like he just there are too many crash passes, and like I've seriously disliked him ever since the deal with Harrison Burton last weekend. He's just a little bit of a clown again. Okay, so my next honorable mention, I'm going to have 3 honorable mentions, is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Is it an EY? Here, let's just go with a Y. Stenhouse Jr. So, I have no big problems with Stenhouse. Except, yeah, actually, I do. I used to, like, in, 2018, especially after that Daytona race where he wrecked half the field, he, seriously annoyed me. And now he's just kind of, comical relief whenever you go to a plate track where, who will Stenhouse wreck this year? Yes, and he's kind of stopped wrecking people as much as he used to, so he's just kind of a little bit annoying, yet also comical relief. Same with, my third honorable mention, Clint Boyer, who I'm not even going to write down, so it still looks good, but Boyer's the same. He's, kind of annoying, but he's comical relief again. So, now this basically leads us to my 2 least favorite drivers. Second is definitely Kevin Harvick. So, Kevin Harvick is just, if you look, Kevin Harvick is just, the way he deals with all, the situations, with Kyle Busch at that 2012 Darlington race, he's just a little bit of a clown, and then he also annoys me, because he wins so much, and I don't really like his car. Some of his paint schemes are good, but he's just, he's annoying, he's too old, and he's just a clown. So, this will lead us to my least favorite driver. I would just like to say, first, my least favorite driver in NASCAR is Joey Logano. I would just also like to say, I disliked Joey Logano immensely, before what he did to Chase. Actually, no, I have another honorable mention here, which I kind of totally forgot about, but another driver I like, I'm just going to add some more honorable mentions, is, how am I supposed to deal with this, is Martin Truex Jr., just because I feel like he's good, he's cool, and Newman, both of them are good, and Boyer is on that side, but I'm just not going to bother putting him in. Now I need to go back to ranting about Logano. So, Logano, he just doesn't really, the first time that I really found problems with him was when he just wrecked Truex at Martinsville. I get it was to go to the championship 4. I get all that. But, I mean, Truex had been racing him clean. Truex had never won a short track. He's, last year's champion. He knows that he's not going to get the 78 car next year because the team's closing down. And he's racing Logano really clean. It's going to be a good race. Truex makes a pass. And then Logano just moves him. Yeah, so I feel like I get that that's just kind of, I would probably do that if I was in a NASCAR heat game or if I was a NASCAR driver in that situation. So I don't really know why that annoys me so much, but then he went on to win the championship. He only won the championship because he moved someone at Martinsville. Yeah, so, and then he just annoyed me through the whole 2019 season. And then he annoyed me more in 2020 once he wrecked Chase. And then it was just, yeah. He's dismal. Yeah, so that rounds up this video. Yeah. These are all my favorite and least favorite drivers. So, yeah. Everybody, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And this will be Auto Sloth signing off.